So guys, we're back. We're gonna be going through Norm today, finishing up with him. And let's start off with the comics though. Oh, so guys, sorry for that cut. So the comics thing just takes you to like their website or something. And I'll be going to the comics later maybe. I don't know. It's like side stories, I guess. Yeah. So like no comments then. But yep, we're gonna be going through again. The Laura arc shouldn't be too long because start off with duty, huh? Because we did most of it and we actually were impressed for most of the way. I think. Um, yeah, I guess since actually being impressed with them doesn't really make too much of a difference besides small dialogue choices. Um, so yeah, again for the most part, probably skips until interesting dialogue. So yeah. So guys, today, no, it's already started. This time I don't know. This isn't anything special. I'm just gonna go with a different dialogue choice for this, because like why not? That's also the same because he just says that. Justin, two scrambled eggs and bacon coming right up. And that's probably it. But you'll see real soon the new dialogue. What was this about? Yeah, this one. I don't know. There you go. Enjoy. Welcome. I was wondering what kind of breakfast could be had in a place like this, but I was pleasantly surprised to find it quite as I used to. Can I speak? I was pleasantly surprised to find it quite as I was used to. Their only real difference was that they apparently didn't use poetry. When the waitress brought out the meals, the two dragons didn't cause cafe, changed a few words, and then and so that's nothing new. Oh, I guess this is us new. Not that this whole situation was already bizarre enough. There was also now the vague sense of danger conveyed by Raise's early words. No, that's because he still says about the message. This is not. Ah. So there you go. No, gotta stop. It's not today. Okay. So we're back at picking the people. We're gonna meet with Sebastian in the morning, because the different thing, and then we're gonna go with Norm, because these scenes don't change depending on which time of day it is. This one does though, so yeah. Oh, I still have to beat him at the fucking game. I'll do it later. Another one. I don't know. Hey Sebastian, this is Horizon. Oh, he just hung up. So it's the same order. You're still here? I'm on the clock, Have you seen this? No, don't skip ahead. As you wish. Oh, well, I'm glad to. Here's Cecily, just do my job. Don't call me sir. It's like, yeah. She don't have to be so formal with me. Anyway, nothing. What? Jeez. It's pretty boring. I've spent all day by my own. It's pretty boring when I have to spend the day all on my own. I don't really know anyone here yet, so I don't know where I could go or what fun I could do. What do you mean if it was earlier? I literally did... Bruh, okay, well, I guess this is the same no matter what time you do it. So, actually, hold up. I be thinkins. I guess it's a new run, so it doesn't really matter what I say. But I be thinkins, right? If I say not really, will he take me to town? Oh, nope, okay. Then this is also the same. We're gonna skip. Sign me up, because I guess that one's just gonna stay here. So yeah, you will see a cut till I get to the card game, and hopefully we beat him that time. So guys, this is the end of the match. Obviously I'm winning. But during this, I thought just something like, what if I tie it through the entire way? Because I know the card's always the same. So you basically have to lose the first one, and then you can win the other ones because you know he's gonna play. But I was thinking, if I literally just play the exact same cards as he does for the entire duration and tie it all the way through. I just can't see the mouse if it goes on the cards, but how much would change? Okay, you know what? I guess because this scene doesn't really matter, right? So I'm gonna win this one, see what the dialogue is, and then go through again and tie it through the whole way and just see if anything's interesting on that front. But anyway, seems like you won't face way. Call someone needs on you. You know that, what? Yeah, sure. Yeah. I won Fashion Breach without cheating. Totally legit. No rematch. So yep. So let's do a little jump cut here, and you'll see what it looks like when it's fully tied. That's nope, please. Okay. Right. So guys, here we are at the end. As you can see, it's been a tie all the way through. No interesting dialogue. I think he has set dialogue for just depending on what happens on each tile. But we'll see how it is when it's just a tie. What the heck just happened? Seems like we got a lot of ties here. No one in the bottom is going to believe me when I tell them about this. So, who won? No one. It's a draw. And the draw is draw I've ever seen, if all might say so. Certainly can. And then I guess, yep, that's that. So, yeah, it's kind of what I thought. Nothing too interesting. Just, you know. Yeah. But we're gonna cut up with him again, so... yeah. So guys, we're back, here. This is... you already know when this is. I didn't see how the, getting the bloody bandage did anything. I think if you go along the Anna route, maybe, because, you know, it's bloody bandage, so you get the thingy-majig. I don't know. We're gonna skip this, but we're actually gonna go to these two, the ones we haven't gone to before. We're gonna skip the library because we only need that for a dime, because you need to learn to get the blueprint so you can give it to her. So I should have, that's not it, the orb. That's some money good with them, it doesn't really matter anyway. I should have the orb, which is weird because now the blueprint's gone. Huh. Anyway, so yeah, let's go to the grocer. Enter store and the sound of a bell alerting the staff to my arrival. Seeing the patrons routing the shelves neatly stocked with wares of all kinds, evokes some feelings of nostalgia and normalcy for me. This be the store Reza's been shopping at. Ooh, who's he talking to? Hey, I think I've seen her before. I'm sorry, but the prescription has expired. I can't feel like this. You'll need to tell your parents to visit a doctor so he can write you a new one. She turned around, nearly running into me when she suddenly bolted towards the door. Hello, Horizon. How can I help you? You know who I am? How could I not? Everyone knows about you. Anyway, how can I help you? Who is that? Yeah, who is that? You mean the girl? That's Ivana. She comes here occasionally to pick up her mother's prescription. You remember Reza coming here? Of course I do. It's only been a few days since he was last here. Does that sound a little unusual, but can you tell me what he bought? Are you talking about last time, or every time he came here? Both, I suppose. How? He came here more than once? He's been visiting pretty regularly, now that I think about it. Interesting. I can look up his purchases if you like. That'd be really helpful. Shouldn't be too hard, just give me a second. I watch him carefully navigate the register's buttons, soon followed by the sound of the attached printer. Here you go, receipts of all his purchases. Oh, that was easy. Since our government takes care of all his purchases, they're filed separately. It was simple to put them up. Looks like he bought mostly food and snacks, sometimes magazines. But why was he buying lemons every single time? I can't say I didn't notice, but I figured it was just a human thing. Strange. In any case, that was more information than I expected. You have my thanks. You're welcome. She's browsing. Let me know if you need anything. what am I even looking for? Their bread. They have a surprisingly big selection. Stones and dragons eat bread anyway. I guess I'm at least covered in case I want any melon bread.
Hey, you.
Are you talking to me?
Yes. What do you say? Melon or lemon bread? I mean, the only difference between the two is like one letter. So how am I supposed to choose?
I don't think that's how it works. Why don't you just go with the one you think you like more?
Oh, that's a good idea. Why did I think of that?
Yep. Is that a cardboard box on my head? The produce. I thought that dragons are big on produce. I recognize some of these. Look at the meat, of course. Lots and lots of meat. Fresh meat, smoked meat, cured meat, dried meat, pre-packaged meat, prepared meat, ready to eat meat, meat snacks, burgers, kebab, nuggets, whole hams, bacon, meatloaf, sausages. And that's not even all of it. Needless to say, they have that area covered. Let's look at the health. Everything from supplements to skincare, and even birth control. I don't understand the skincare because they have scales, but the variance in product size is astounding, especially when talking about the birth control. I think one of these could fit around my arm. Go back browsing. Go back I came here for, but I have everything, so I suppose that's all I can do here. And now we're going to the production facility. See what's new here. Razor was eventually here at some point. Maybe I should ask Anna. Hello? Okay, wow, it's getting really aggressive here. Anybody here? Oh, it's this guy again. Does he have wings?
Can I help you?
I'm just looking for Anna. Is her lab right? This is her lab, right?
Why don't I ever get any recognition? This is my lab as much as it is hers. Either way, Anna's not here. Would that be all?
Since you work here, maybe you can help me instead.
Oh, of course. Your precious Anna isn't here, so you'll have to settle for me. I see how it is.
That's not what I meant.
Of course. Let's just get this over with.
You could start by telling me who you are.
Here's a short version. My name is Damien. I work in this facility, and I'm unfortunate enough to live the nightmare of having to deal with Anna on a daily basis. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too. Okay, well I guess Anna is maybe a dominatrix.
And you are?
You don't recognize who I am?
Yeah. Of course I know who you are, but your assumption validated my point I was going to make. You see, this whole thing about you coming here has been blown out of proportion. Like it's some huge event that everyone should be celebrating. Newsflash, not everyone cares. Once both of you are gone, life will return to normal, and we can all go back to what we actually should be doing.
I imagine a lot of you. I imagine a lot of it has to do with those humanness you have.
Only one. I only reiterate, not everyone cares. What exactly do you want again?
I've been here recently. How long do you know Anna? What kind of research are you doing? What kind of research are you doing? Yeah, what kind of research are you doing?
Right now, I guess I've got tasked with running all those tests on your blood.
You did?
That's right. While she goes out and does whatever the heck she wants, I get to keep an eye out on the experiment.
Any interesting results?
Not yet, but soon we'll know more about your body than you do.
Just from blood? Well, I guess that's true. I don't know what type I am. What's Razor been doing? Anything about Razor's visits to this facility?
I've seen him a few times. He would come by to ask about the progress of the generators. There was one time when Anna told him she had news, but when he came over, she just wanted to run some tests on him.
Did you go through with it?
No, he wanted some competition, I suppose. Nothing she could offer satisfied him, however, and that was it.
How long have you known Anna?
Why do you care about that?
Maybe I just want to find out what kind of person she is. You might have an idea.
I'll put it this way, I've known her for far too long.
What kind of research is Anna doing?
Cancer research. She thinks that she can cure it, but she's out of her mind.
Is that such a bad thing?
When she does it, yes. She's using resources that could be better spent on projects with an actual chance of success.
Okay. Well, that's all. Thanks for your help.
Yeah.
Alright, now that that's done, because my voice is going lightheaded, and I'm guessing... There you go, Damien, fun times. Okay. And then this is just with Maverick again. So So yeah. This is a dialogue for getting the receipts. The streets you got are interesting. There might be something more to them, or you could just be a useless record, or they could just be a useless record of his eating habits. You never know what you might find out about a person, their habits, or their opinions as well. I'm not sure if there's anything special about wanting to raise his blood. I mean, she's a scientist, so it's natural she'd be interested in something like that. We'll have to talk to you about it. Maybe she can have some more details for us. And then I guess that's that. Okay, we're here again, so we're gonna meet with Laura. I'm probably gonna be skipped because I've done this before and did pretty good, so yeah. Oh, so yeah, I guess since I had the sphere, this is the completed dialogue for it. Thinking back on it, I didn't get the base till after this, right? I don't know. Because wait, I'm trying to think, right? So, because if you don't give you don't give a dying the blueprint, you're gonna get the bad ending. So if I do that here, because I want to get the bad ending first and good ending. So yeah. So I don't know. Maybe it's later. I don't know. I haven't even done alarms yet, so I can't see anything. I remember the sphere that I found in the park. I dug into my pocket to show them. Wait a minute. I'm talking about. Hey, no moving around. Quickly extended my arms again to make perfect T-pose. Sorry, I just found something in the park recently that may or may not be your X-Mon sphere. Where is it? Probably in one of my pockets. At these words, Ipsum got up and walked over to me. So much for just sitting quietly in the corner and letting me work in peace. We're talking about a very expensive piece of equipment here. Just give it to him, Ryzen. Searched my pockets and looked for the sphere to no avail. Huh, it's not here. So you don't have it after all. What kind of cruel joke are you playing here? You must have left it at my apartment. What a shame. I can fetch it after we're done with all this. It'd be better if you just handed it to the police. After all, we don't even know if it was my sphere that you found. Either way, the police should be able to verify it and locate its owner. Alright. Well, what is the next one sphere anyway? I think this is about, yeah. So this is new dialogue. I'm not too sure how I got this. I guess maybe because I had the X1 sphere. Because it's not like I really did anything different. And yeah, this doesn't change till you know, you're done, so. Would you like to stay for dinner? It'd be the least I could do to compensate for your last afternoon. Let me see, what time is it? It's getting late. Probably shouldn't stay out this long. Looks like I'll have to decline for now. I see. Well, I gotta do something for you at least. It's my pleasure. Minus having to stay for the whole time, this was actually quite fun. How about I invite you again then? Sure, works for me. I think it's something special. Just give me a call sometime, we can figure it out. Okay, this is not new, but is it new? I don't know. Sure, bye. Yeah, I honestly don't know. I don't think I did anything different. Yeah. Well, I guess we're just gonna spend a reading. Alright, so this is us walking back to the portal. I guess since I never met with the Dying, or, went with her, so this is gonna be new dialogue. The human is even on official business, huh? I don't even know you right now. I don't even know you right now, do I? Don't you remember? We met in the cafe here, and at the crime scene. But that's all, isn't it? Unless I missed something, yeah. Jeez, okay, they must really, really want you to hate a Dying. Because I remember back in the beginning episodes, that's like the only options were either rude, or nice. And then here, I guess if you don't go with her, you just rude. But, what are you doing out here? I just watched someone flying when I spotted you down here. And who would say no to an opportunity to meet with one of the humans? Not me. I'm afraid this will be both our first and last opportunity to talk. I'm about to leave this world again. Is that so? Oh, it's too bad. Kind of a shame I never got to know you. Wait, does this have something to do with those rumors I heard? Is Reza really a murderer? I'm afraid so. Then I guess this is, same. Nope. What does that make you? I don't have anything to do with that. I was just hoping the police find him. Then why are you leaving? It's for my own safety, apparently. This wasn't my decision. Really? But what about Reza? He's still not here. All I could offer was a shrug. I guess they're convinced that they can find him on their own. I see. I'm not sure what to think anymore. I'm not sure either. I look over my shoulder and glance at Sebastian. I should be going now. Alright, goodbye, Horizon. Goodbye, Dan. Another life. I had you. Her, you, I know her. I'll go with a little. Let's see. And then this will be probably the same stuff. So, jump cut. Okay, we're back here. Last time, you know, we went to Bliss Archives to get the blueprint, but we don't need that, so we're gonna go to the production. Wait, there's also a store. Huh. Well, since we're not going for Anna, and she's dead, I don't see much worse going there. Well, I guess we get to interview Damien again. I don't know. We're gonna go to the store. Oh, it's her again.
You've mixed up the prescriptions again. Then, if you mix up the prescriptions again, then I can't help you. I can't refill this one. Which is about goes, so you have to bring the right one tomorrow. Hello, Horizon. How can I help you? Our shift just about to close up here, so please be quick about it.
I'm on behalf of the police. I was hoping you could answer a few questions.
I see. Well, I don't mind as long as you make it quick. I have to leave for my other job soon. Farah, what are you still doing here? What I told you. You have to come back tomorrow. Here, have a lolly on the house.
I guess
she doesn't want it.
What's the deal with her?
I'm not sure what's up with her lately. This isn't the first time this has happened. One time, she also forgets to issue a new prescription. Another time, she brings me an expired one instead of a new one. She is exactly the brightest, but this is unusual even for her. So, what do you want to know?
We're gonna follow Vara. This is pretty interesting. I know it's kind of rude to him, but I don't know him, so I don't really care. That's also kind of rude. Eh. Actually, excuse me. Sorry, but we'll have to do this another time.
If you say so.
Luckily, she hadn't gone far, so I followed her from a distance. Minutes passed as we walked through the streets, weaving around an unfamiliar part of town. The young dragon looked small and lonely on the empty road. Before long, we passed the village border, yet she pressed on and stepped into the forest. I turned back once to gaze at the village on the far horizon, and in an instant, the dragon was gone. I rushed to the spot I'd seen her last and found the entrance to a cave on the hillside. When I peered inside, I saw Vara alongside a much larger orange dragon. This small dragon filled a bowl with a thick fluid and placed it in front of the other. Then she placed her hands on the large dragon's chin. Gently, she lifted its huge muzzle and guided it towards the bowl. When she released it, the dragon's head slumped and fell into the liquid. The bowl tumbled sideways and spilled its contents across the cave floor. What else is making me sad? I realized then that other than what Var had done, the orange dragon hadn't moved at all since I arrived. How did you even fall on about this? I could tell something was wrong, so I followed her. I'll say. Well, good job, Horizon. What's gonna happen to her now? She'll be sent to the orphanage. Oh, she died. Oh. I'll back around check. How to determine that she has a father. What did you haven't determine that she had a father? What did you haven't seen each other in years? Can't you locate him? We did. There's a second victim, the main Scaly. That was him. Wow. I see. How did it even get this far? I don't know, but we'll certainly look into it. Some just fall through the cracks of the system. Being out here on their own probably didn't help. Do many of your people live outside the town like this? Well, some do on a principle, others because they have no choice. Houses and apartments can be expensive, and it's not unusual for us to use natural environments as a home. Oh well, I think we're done here for now. Don't forget to stop by the apartment later. So was she like, what sickness did she have? I won't. I wonder if this is different with What do you mean, well done? This is sad. And I guess I wonder if it's also different with the dying. Cause do you adopt Farah at the end? I don't remember. And then this is don't go to the portal. Oh, I guess if you wait it out, oh wait, I already called the police. You get an extra thing, so we're actually gonna go to production facility as well. You're here? Hey, Horizon. Norm, what are you doing here? I'm just fetching some equipment for some. He's in the middle of an experiment and really needs this stuff. He's kind of very emotional, which is unusual for him. Sounds like it's serious. And you're here for an important human business, I bet. Sure. By the way, do you still accept my invitation? I have something really neat planned. Sounds great, but I'm pretty busy right now. It's no problem, really. Just let me know when you want. Just let me know when you have the time, and I'll make it happen. I should really get going before Ibsen blows up the apartment. Sure, take care. You too. This should be the right place. Now I have to check that dialogue when I'm not dating him. Oh, your voice is gonna make me lightheaded.
Oh, it's you. What do you want?
I'm asking you a few questions.
What about?
Anna's murder.
And who are you to go around asking questions like that?
I'm working with the police on this matter.
I'm not supposed to believe that. For all I know, you could be the murderer, and we just need to find out if I know something that could implicate you.
Well, according to my information, you didn't particularly like the victim. Not only were you the last person to see her alive, but you were also the one who found her. As you may imagine, this warrants some questions.
You know what? I don't have to listen to this. I don't know who you are, watching in my workplace and blocking questions. But if you really are with the police, let them know that I won't say one more word without my lawyer.
Pretty expected. I wonder if Damien was suspicious. I wonder if Damien was a suspicious person in general, or if the rumors surrounding Reza were affecting his perception of me. Before this, everyone I had talked to during my investigation had been rather cooperative. Okay, well, this man just doesn't really give a shit about you. Phew, it's getting late. Better head back to the police station now. Did I have everything? Alright, let's see what Sebastian has to say about this. I don't know what everything I would have, but let's go check the dialogue. We're going to different places. Hey, all Horizon. Seems to me taking a like to Bryce's chair. Maybe I'll get used to this. Don't tell Bryce too. By the way, good job. Yes, this is. Yeah. Wait, no, this is new. You see that little girl? As far as I'm concerned, nothing else could have done would have mattered as much. What do you mean I saved the girl? Okay, I guess the girl would have nowhere to go, but like, I think people would find out sooner or later, probably sooner, that the girl isn't getting stuff. I don't know. I mean, it didn't seem like her mother was kind of taking care of her because she was in a very sickly state. It seemed like more the girl was taking care of the mother, so she could obviously take care of herself. So like, I don't know. Good job, Larson. You won third investigation. Investigatask. Never say that again. I do what I can. I knew. All your help is greatly appreciated, but I've my especially since we're so short on staff right now. That'll be all for today. I'll contact you if you need anything. Of course. I'll see you next time. See you. Alright, well. That's that. And then a free day. So, oh, Norman's reason. Hey, Harrison, guess what? We're going treasure hunting. So, put on a robe and your best treasure hunting hat, and let's get going. Seriously, call me when you hear this. Yeah, well, I'm gonna meet with you anyway, because, yeah. But I guess it's also gonna be, same dialogue, yeah. So, yeah. So, guys are here. I've already done this stuff, right? So we're on dorms. So we're gonna visit witness, talk to Ipsum, and take the eggs. Cause everything else. Wait, hold up, Damien. Huh. Anyway, well, we already know what this dialogue is when we dated him. It's not like it did anything important. So we're gonna, do bandage and do egg. Well, eggs first because we haven't done the eggs. I was on my way to the hatchery when I heard a voice call to me. Hello there. Turn around and see an unfamiliar face before me. You are quite the unusual. Hi, I'm Kevin. Horizon, nice to meet you. Could I perhaps interest you in one of our Midwest institution? Is this some kind of... Wait, did I read that wrong? It's interest you in our Midwest institution. It's just a college. Is this some kind of religious thing? Not at all. It's a college. See? Like, institution, bruh. Sorry, but I got my degrees. Yeah, I know. It's just a joke. Oh, so me going to college is a joke now. I'm not good enough. Is that it? Although, even if you want to study here, there, I don't think you'll be with us long enough to make use of it. I'll think that kind of wrong. You're lucky. I won't take this the wrong way. You're lucky I won't take this the wrong way. I'm so confused what's going on. Ew. So, you're a recruiter for this college? Ew, it's just one summer job. Once the semester starts up again, I should be attending to get my degree in psychology. College. Wonderful times. Is that sarcasm? Maybe. I didn't even know you had colleges here, though. Well, you do now. Why do you even approach me if you know I'm not going to go to college here? Don't tell me it's just because I'm a human. I was actually trying to talk to that old lady who walked by. Well, once you turned around, there was no comeback. Oh, well, thanks for not making things awkward. Hi. I treat everyone nicely until I have no reason not to. That's good customer service. Sure, but it's not. But it's just not the job, you know? Yeah, it's just me. Invite him, excuse me, what? Invite? Oh. I have no idea where this is going, but sure. Why don't you come over to my place later? I'd love to hear more about what college is all about this world. You found the right person for the job. I can't promise anything right now, but maybe I'll see you another time. But sure, I also have to finish up this up here later, but I'm free. But after that, I'm free. Alright, I'll let you know. I'm here all day if you take today and tomorrow, so it shouldn't be hard to find me. Great, I have to get going now, but I'll be sure to let you know if anything's up. Sure, see you. Wow, okay. I wonder where that's gonna go. Here we are again. Are you kidding me? I could get extra dying dialogue? Fucking hell. Hey, Horizon, right? What are you doing here? Oh, I just came to drop these off. Drop what off? They're still on eggs. I figured the hatchery would want them back. Oh, I was actually going to get those from the police station later. I'm so glad they got back safely. Emily, stop chewing on my leg. It's tasty. Oh well. Anyway, I was about to go inside, so I'll take those off your hands. Thanks for bringing them here. No problem. Here's the hatchery. Stop with the puns. No. Okay, well, I guess later on I will just get that dialogue with dating a dying, because that's going to be interesting. And then we're going to go visit Damian. Hope this is the right place.
Can I help you?
Yeah, I'm just dropping off the evidence on behalf of the police.
Remember this case, right? I already read the memo.
Yep, well, here you go.
Thanks. I'll get right on it.
Nothing? That's just for the same Okay. It's not like, I don't know, I got an achievement for investing. Sure thing, buddy. Well, Skipperoonie. Alright, so we're here. As after I get passed out. This is during the festival, right? Yeah. I don't know. I'm gonna go with Warham. Because, you know, this came out of nowhere. I don't really want to get Warham. So, you know what, we're just gonna make a save and maybe come back to this later. I should be able to call again, right? I don't know. But wait, let's just go Warham, yeah. Hey. Hey, Warham. So, this is where you live. You already got a glimpse when you delivered Ray's letter, remember? Yeah, but then I didn't really notice anything. I was nervous. Why were you nervous? Well, it was the fact that I was going to speak with a human. Was? I didn't even know if you'd actually listen to what I had to say. And then I also wondered if you were going to remember everything I wanted to tell you. Or worse, I'd get thrown out again, like when I talked to Reza. Actually talked to Reza? Well, not really. He just took the letter I had for him and closed the door. But that was before you arrived here. So you know who sent the letter? It came through the portal, so I assumed it was from a human. I see. Oh, that must be the sphere you found. Well, I walked over to the table and picked up the round object I found at the park. Yeah, maybe you can help me find out if it's actually Ipsum's or not. Sure. Looks like it has no battery though. You turn the sphere a few times and then place it on the base and plug it in. You have assembled the X1 sphere. No comment. You touch the surface in a particular way. In response, writing appeared on sphere's surface. At least that image actually gives a good size of what you are. You're like, what? Teen-sized? 6-year-old? No, 9-year-old sized? Huh. You are really small. Looks like this really is Ipsum's sphere. You'll be relieved to know that it was found. So what can we actually do with it now? Nothing really, unless you know the password, that is. Oh, that's a shame. I do happen to know his password, but that's only for emergencies. No playing around with the sphere, then. Got it. By the way, did you hear about Ipsum? Apparently he's becoming a witness for a murder case. Well, I heard about that. Didn't know the witness was Ipsum, though. Small world. Are you saying I should have gone back in time to interview Ipsum instead? You know what? Because that dialogue choice is so non-important. Words, we're gonna go back in time because screw you, Damien. Hey, so we're actually not gonna go back in time because it wouldn't allow me, and I didn't save, so yeah. How did you know about something like that? I've been helping your police for some time now. Really? Does that mean this has something to do with Ray's disappearance? There's really no denying it by this point. How long have you been helping the police anyway? Since the day of my arrival, really. Oh wow, I guess that explains why you've been so busy. I imagine you can't talk about it though. I don't really care anymore. What if you ever cared? Besides, I think this has become common knowledge at this point. You're trying to find Reza, right? It wasn't your friend. Not sure I call him that. Still, I suppose to be your partner in this, and he's gone. Still, he was supposed to be your partner in this, and now he's just gone. I'm more worried about what he's doing now. Even if we find him, this may put our diplomatic relationship in peril. I guess I shouldn't talk about that kind of stuff. Why not? It's no use worrying about things that I can't change. At least you can. You've done it before. Right? Right. Let's just focus on the things you can. That's my philosophy. You know, it's a bit of a shame that you didn't want to go to the festival. I already had my fair share adventure last time we met. Besides, I should probably lay low for now. Oh no! Well, I guess it... Yeah! I didn't give me the option to tell, Sebastian not to go to the portal. Sad. You're right. The crowds would probably go crazy if they saw you. Still, well, we could still watch the big fireworks show together, though. We wouldn't even need to go to the festival grounds to do that. Sure, if you like. It only takes place at the end of the festival, though. When's that? A few days from now. You've been here a few minutes and already want to schedule our next get-together. Get-together? That's an odd way of phrasing it. Would you prefer to call it a date? I don't know. It just seems a bit odd to me, considering this all started with me begging you to meet me so I could draw a few pictures of you. We did that, and then we went treasure hunting, which is your way of saying thanks. What would you call? What would you call what we're doing now then? Dinner. I invited you to dinner. I'm not saying anything to eat here though. Right. That's because I wasn't sure about what's in the kitchen. I also don't know what you like, so let's just order something. Every place nearby. You have anything in mind? I'm not really in the mood to try something new. Sure, how about pizza? Sounds good. Alright, let's just call Pantalones then. They already let us down with a treasure hunt. Why do you think they beat... What was that? Why do you think they... Why do you think they would... Why do you think this would be different? They're the closest, and I haven't ordered from them in ages. Maybe for good reason. If they can't even get their treasure hunt right, I don't want to know what they do for pizzas. It's just pizza, Ryzen. It's just pizza, Ryzen. How bad could that be? Alright. If you want to vouch for Pantalones, go ahead. Link takes a sphere from its base and started to manipulate its interface with his fingers. What are you doing? Like, about the menu. I thought using Ipsum's sphere was only for emergencies. You went to my room. Why not? He was looking for the sphere, and he isn't allowed to do that unless it's an emergency. Is the least he could do, considering you found it for him. Alright. If you don't want pizza, I can just put it back, and we can order something else. You already touched the sphere. It's too late to put it back now. If you say so. Let's see. Even the smallest pizza is going to be pretty big for me. We could share one. Sure. What toppings would you like? Did I say that? Oh. I think I'll go with salad. Seriously? A salad on a pizza? This new one sounds interesting. Yeah, that's interesting. A salad on a pizza. Is you enough to try it? I'll have to go with the other options first. Alright. What would you like on your half? Pepperoni, grapes, salad. I honestly don't know how this would interfere with the date at all. I'm gonna save though, because I've been kind of fucking with that. So we got pepperoni, grapes, and salad. The bottom two sound disgusting. Grapes on pizza. I don't think grapes go with cheese. Huh. Oh, stretching. Yeah, stretching. Ugh. Should we just full send with a salad? Sure, let's just full send with salad. Really? Alright. And it's done. Your husband plays. For the next 30 minutes, Norm showed me many of the other and less useful features of the X1 sphere. He made it levitate, showed me a primitive-looking website, and even used its voice modulator. I'll get it. Norm got up and walked to the door. From my place on the couch, I couldn't see anything, but I heard a bit of talking before he returned to me carrying the square box. Why are you just over this? I actually know her. I guess it's not unusual for you. Are you kidding me? Would there also be different dialogue if I knew a dime? I guess it's not unusual for you to know each other. The jobs are pretty similar. I suppose. Some things never change in this town. Orm opened the box and showed me the pizza we had ordered. Memories of days gone by raced through my head. Alright, let's get this party started. We don't need any more people for the party. Or don't we need more people for the party? Like pizza? And needs a party. I feel like I haven't had pizza like this in ages. What are you waiting for then? I took one of the slices. On its surface there was an obvious layer of grease that was sure to stain anything it came in contact with. What do you think? It's been way too long. Guess you don't mind that we got paint on just now, huh? With these words, he grabbed one of the slices and on his half and bit into it. After chewing a few times, his expression suddenly twisted into a scowl. Something wrong? Now I remember why I haven't ordered a Pantone in a while. Their pizza sucks. It's not that bad. Well, I mean, like, I don't think you've had the ability to have pizza in years, so maybe it's just you haven't had good pizza to compare it to. Hey, still better than none. I suppose. By the way, how's your game coming along? I don't know. I feel like I've hit a wall. Why is that? Maybe I got it over my head, you know? The more progress I make, the more it becomes apparent that I'll need a lot more help than I thought. So far, you're the only one who's been working on this, right? Yep, and I'm starting to realize that it won't work out if I continue like this. Why not? It would never be done, or if it was, it would be very different than what I'd like it to be. So, something needs to change. I suppose I'm just worried, because once you start involving other people, things get a lot more complicated. How so? I've always been the odd one out, so I'm not sure how well I could work with a team. You'd have to find people, work out how to pay them, and then divide the work. I guess I'm just starting to realize what kind of investment this would actually be. You sound a lot more optimistic the last time we talked about this. Yeah, it's all fun and games when you start thinking about ideas, and then you could turn to a game. Once you actually start working on it, it's a completely different story. At some point, it just becomes another job. Is that what you were expecting? Of course it is. I knew it would be a lot of work, but I guess I'm just not sure if it's all worth it. As you can tell, my voice is running out on Norm. That depends on what you're making. On what you're making in the first place. Last time you said that you had nothing to lose either way. Well, maybe if I was wrong about that, I do have something to lose. What's that? Myself. I'm not sure if I'm ready to do what's necessary to finish what I started. Think about it. What's worse that could happen? Investing a lot of time and money, only to end up with nothing in the end. You could end up disappointing those who played the game, those who collaborated with me, and lastly, myself. Is that what you're worried about? That's what being a creator is like. If you put tons of work into something, you want people to like it, right? It's not what's going to happen. Why? If that's not what's going to happen, why do you do it in the first place? But you're not doing this for other people, are you? It's your game, your idea, after all. Right, but you're not trying to cater to someone else. So what other people think So what other people think is not important. Besides, what they think is outside your control anyway. Just look at what happened with Pantalones. Why do you think their pizza sucks? They probably cut a lot of corners during production with their ingredients. They value quantity over quality, and are only trying to get as many pizzas as possible to satisfy demand. They are cheap. They are cheap, and the pizza tastes like it. Alright. But they still are in business, so this must be working out for them somehow. Even if you don't like it, they are offering something that other people clearly want. They probably don't give a damn about whether or not you like their pizza. I'm sure they don't. I'm sure they don't. They just give people what they want, and that's why they stay in business. Are you saying I won't be successful if I don't cater to others? No. I'm saying that unless being successful is the goal, you don't need to cater to anyone else. Because if you did, you'd end up like Pantalones, and you really would lose yourself. I guess you have a point. So what if other people like their greasy pizzas? That's not what you want to do. Certainly not. You said yourself that your philosophy is to focus on the things you can change. So what are your options here? A wise person once said, do or do not. There is no try. I still have absolutely no idea what the fuck that is supposed to mean. Not doing this has never been an option for me. Then you make it the most. Then you make the most of it, and nothing else matters. I think you're right. I should just focus on getting things done as best I can. Who knows? Maybe you're wrong about Pantalones. Maybe they're actually a big family restaurant with a rich tradition of history, and that's why people like them. No, I think it's because they have cheap pizzas. Anyway, that's a good reason for my anxiety. I actually keep to myself, and that's why, and that's always how I've worked best. If there's one thing in life that's taught me, is that other people fear what they don't know. I guess that's an odd thing to say when humans are worshipped by many. Most of them don't actually know any humans. Not like I know you. Maybe I should rephrase that. People are afraid of what they don't understand. I was bullied a lot when I was a kid. You know, it can be pretty tough when you're growing up with all the other kids. Growing up, and all the other kids are always bigger than you are. Luckily, that was never a big problem for me. Even in kindergarten, we got told not to make fun of our differences because of how different our species are. It's just odd that for society that celebrates our differences, there are still things that are too different even for them. When I grew up and went to college, I thought that people would know better than to continue doing those horrible things, but I was ultimately proven wrong. Their bodies may have been those of adults, but their hearts had stayed in the same place they were for decades before. Working on my own has helped, but that is treating the symptom, not the cause of the problem. I can't always run away, and I'll have to step into the limelight and brave the storm again if I want to finish this game. There's something about me that you don't know. In a way, I owe it to you to tell you, because you're going to find out sooner or later anyway. And when it happens, it should be on my own terms rather than someone else's. What is it? I'm a hermaphrodite. I was born with both sets of sex organs. And before you ask, that is not something that is common in any of our dragon species. In the eyes of some, that makes us a freak of nature, something that needs fixing, or shouldn't exist in the first place. I don't mind. I'm not sure what to say. Get out. Wow. Rude. But hey, okay, actually, fun secret right here. If you actually watch this series, I don't mind if you have both parts. So, you don't? Sure, some people may think it's odd, but I don't really care. It's just another part of who you are. Thank you. That's such a big relief. Actually, now I think about it, how would a hermaphrodite work on dragon? Because you got that cloaca slit, right? Where the penis comes out. But it can also be a slit for the vagina, so... Huh. I don't know. I guess I'll have to do some nice furry investigation. You know, it's not always the boys who go after me once they know. How would they know? I actually got really curious about that. How would they know? How? Too often, it's only been people who thought I were my friends. Who I thought were my friends. So whenever I meet a new person, I have to prepare myself for this conversation, not knowing whether they will suddenly turn against me when they find out. And the reactions can be very different. Some get angry and make fun of me, others feel betrayed and don't want to have anything to do with me anymore. By now, I think I've seen it all. I'm so glad you're not one of them, but it's always a gamble. maybe the next person I tell is going to become violent. I'm not gonna put myself out there when this could happen and wherever I go. You know what I mean? What will people do when they find out about me and my game? I just don't know. That's what I'm worried about. I wish there was a place where I could be safe from all that, where it just wouldn't matter that this is who I am. If someone like you, or says, someone like you, someone with a place of authority, said something, maybe that could change things. I know you can't interfere with our politics, though. You're an ambassador. Doesn't mean I don't have to hope. I don't have hope that something like this will happen one day. I should probably go now. It's getting late. You've made me feel a lot better, though. You told me not to worry about the future, and maybe you're right. Sure, there's still a lot of work ahead, but maybe it's not as hopeless as I thought. It never is. Hey, do you still want to see the fireworks show together? Sure. Alright, just give me a call in a few days so we can discuss the details. I'll do that. Alright, I'll see you then. See ya. Another free day. Yay me. I guess we'll meet with Kevin. This is gonna be a long episode. That must be him. Hello. Good to see you again. This is where you live, huh? For the time being. That's a pretty nice town. It's pretty nice for a small town like this one. Are you not from around here? Yeah, I'm just here for the job. Until the next semester starts. Basically, I'm trying to drum up interest for the college and see if there's anyone around who'd like to apply for it. How's that working out? Well, I haven't actually met many candidates are here so far. For a town like this one, it's typical for the young people to go into an apprenticeship to prepare for their future job rather than go to college. But if there's anyone willing, we want to find them. If not here, yeah, there's always a need for more highly educated people in the cities as they expand. Cities? That's the first I hear cities in this world. I thought this town was where it's at. You've really been missing out. This town isn't really anything special when it comes down to it. I've lived in the city for most of my life. I've lived in the city for most of my life. Of course, that's also where the college is. I don't think they built one out here though. Yeah, anyway. I think as ambassador, they showed me around a bit, but apparently that isn't the case. Your visit has been a political issue right now. The bottom line is that it's also for your own protection. Everything surrounding the portal has been a welcome secret. People may doubt it exists, and we currently have human visitors, but the exact location is known to those who live here. If it ever got out, I don't think the town could face the ensuing torrents of tourists trying to capture glimpse of you. Camp has been restricted as well. There are strict conditions for people who want to come out here. The only reason I was allowed to is because this isn't my first time doing my job. The people here already know me. Look, I didn't even know this was the town in question until I arrived and heard everyone talk about you. I don't know what happened to your accent, but at this point I don't really care. My voice is kind of shot. Well, I'm glad they're taking this matter seriously. They said they are. I'd like to know more about these cities you talked about, though. Well, I can only speak about the one I lived in. What do you want to do? I only really have this town as a reference point. So why don't you tell me about what's different? Gee, that's only pretty much everything. Out here, living in general seems to be a lot cheaper than it is in the city. And there is much more room for everything. It's green spaces, fields, parks, and farms. You don't really see that out in the city. People are more laid back, and there's a bigger sense of community as everyone knows everyone, which can be both good and bad. For example, rumors travel fast and survive well in areas like this one. In the city, you can just make a few friends, and that happens. When that happens, right out there, here, a few well-paced stories could mean social death. In the city, it's also much more crowded. Buildings pretty much line the streets, and there isn't much room for anything else. But with the clubbing scene and opportunities for socializing, there's no shortage of potential friends. There are also many different jobs and education opportunities that you would find out there. Like what? Creative jobs of all kinds. For example, game designers, writers, artists, that kind of stuff. Same goes to teaching positions and those areas as well. For example, if I wanted to learn how to write a romance novel, you can find the course for that easily. Out here, this would be a lot more difficult. You know what I mean? Yeah, absolutely. Anyway, it feels like you're busy. It feels like you're busy when you live in the city. The streets are usually filled with people trying to get somewhere. Of course, this also has the one-side effect of the small apartments, as people tend to go out more often to seek entertainment elsewhere, which you prefer. Yet I suppose I prefer the city. That's not to say that I like one, think one is better than the other. Different strokes for different folks is all of that. You know, yeah, people would probably laugh at some of the things I do in my free time, but in the city, you can get enough like-minded people to even get conventions and going about all kinds of things. What kind of conventions do you go to? I like all kinds of geeky things, cartoons, comics, and all that stuff. I've even written a few fanfics before, too, since I can't really draw that way. My cartoons usually for kids. Bruh. That's saying like books are usually for kids. Cartoons are just a medium. Of course, there are some that are aimed at kids. There are cartoons for adults as well. Cartoons for adults, I see. Not like that. Well, I mean, there are cartoons like that, but I know very much about that. But that wasn't what I was talking about. In any case, what else falls under these geeky interests for you? Let's see. I guess you could say I'm kind of a techie. I do like following news about technology and hearing all about new developments in the industry. You must be pretty interested in the portal then. Alright, I didn't even consider that I could actually go out there and check it out. If I knew what it was, that is, I could show you. If you did that, you'd be the coolest human I ever met. I guess you're the only one. I'm the only one. I suppose you'd be that by default, since you're the only human I've ever met. But you got the idea. Let's just go. I'll be right behind you. There it is in all its glory. That looks so much cooler than I thought it would. Alright, state your business. I just want to show him the portal to my friend here. Well, friend. Well, friend. You can't touch anything. I know photos either. Do I look like I have the camera? Nope. You go behind something need for. I can give you a pat down. I don't think so. What's that do? But that is for a Midwest institution. I could give you one if you're interested in going back to school. Oh, thank you. I'm quite happy with my current job, which is protecting the portal from any unsavory individuals. What's up with you, Sebastian? Would you do my job, Horizon? You could be a spy. Really? There's been a lot of interest in the portal, considered. They could have made us. They helped made us offers. But for now, we're not doing anything until we see how, it turns out. On the end, it's just a political power struggle. Small towns like us have to protect our interests. In the process, we enforce the stereotype of country bumpkins being conspiracy nuts. You know what race you're at. Respect is a two-way street, just saying. Trust is gold, what controls better. It's just a matter of perspective. I think I've seen enough of you anyway. I said back Horizon. Sure. You're not gonna leak anything, are you? Of course not. Now that I think about it, I totally could though. Oh really? I have some connections and a potential audience. I sound like Sebastian had a point. No, I just know a few people from that I call them in a college magazine. They got probably enough that if it was ever featured in local newspaper for a while, not really. I just know a few people from the line column in a college magazine. It got probably enough that it was even featured in local newspaper for a while. Okay, interesting. What'd you write about? Oh, and especially, it's just commentating about current events. I see. I guess you're pretty involved in the local community then. Not anymore. Not more than anyone else, I think. It's like to actually live on campus. College is, in general, a pretty unique period of my life, I'd say. Something I've noticed is that people are not paid for the independence they have when living on campus. You're given a careless schedule, and when you have nothing to do on some days, whereas on others you're kept busy with classes, homework, and other things that you have to do. With study buddies, roommates, and classmates, it's not really hard to make new friends. I also have to meet a lot of people who share similar interests, from talking to the same classes or being in the same clubs. And don't forget about the dorms. So all those people are always within reach, which will be both good and bad. You can be tempted to hang out with friends when you could be tempted to hang out with friends when you really should be studying. For many, it comes to the taste of freedom and independence. Some just handle it better than others, I suppose. I could be problem with team projects, for example. there's always someone who ends up never showing up and not doing any part of the work. For me, it's not really a problem, since I enjoy what I'm doing here. I don't mind the homework, and sometimes I read advanced studies subjects in advance, so that I don't get left behind. I've been accredited a professor once or twice in my lecture. I think that wouldn't be a good idea with certain kinds of professors. But with ours, I was even allowed the privilege of giving a guest lecture for my own class once. Yeah, that's the thing I was talking about. Come on, nothing should be fun. It certainly is for me. I suppose being able to have that kind of attitude makes it a lot easier. It certainly does. Let's see if it keeps up once you have a few more semesters under your non-existent belt. Don't always be so negative. And just for your information, I do have a better home. What? When are you wearing pants? Besides, it's not like I'm some sort of anti-social hermit who only focuses on his studies. I just know when to say no to my friends. Oh, really? Yes, we usually get together on the weekends and do some cooking together. People can only stand so much frozen food before they get sick of it. And hang out in the city can add up pretty quickly if they're not careful. I see. We rotate to cook every week, but apparently people are looking forward to it when it's my turn. I've gotten a lot of compliments for my home-grade mac and cheese. Now you're making me hungry. I bet they all miss it, but I'll take a taste of it once the summer vacation is over in a month or so. And in the meantime, you're just out here handing out flyers. Yep, it's good to our cottage, and I can even save up a bit in the process. It's certainly easier than trying to juggle a job and homework at the same time later on if things get tight. What are you studying again? Psychology. I see. Alright, go ahead and analyze me right now. That's not how that works. Yeah, like I said. It doesn't really look like that. I know, you passed the test. Oh. Ew, I know what you're getting at. Maybe I'll steal that test from you though. Might be worth trying out on a few people I know. Be my guest. On a more serious note, tell me something about what you're learning. What? Anything? I just want to get an idea of the subject, and whether it's comparable to our own understanding of psychology. I'll say. Well, I could tell you about an old and very simplified model of psyche that we got taught in the introductory class. Sounds good. Okay, so this model divides our psychic apparatus into three distinct parts, called id, ego, and superego. The id represents our most basic desires and instinctual drives, that is, our physical needs and wants, like hunger and thirst, as well as desires and impulses. What's the difference? An impulse is like wanting to lash out the anger, for example. The id seeks out the immediate gratification of these urges. It's in conflict with the superego, because it reminds us, which represents learned behavior like cultural and moral rules and societal standards, the kind of stuff we learn from our role models like parents, teachers, and guardians. The superego is part of our own subconscious and controls our sense of right and wrong. It seeks to uphold these standards to perfection, which most of the time goes against what the id wants at any given moment. You sound like you had to rote learn a lot of this. If those internal rules are broken, this misbehavior is punished by superego, with feelings of guilt and shame. This way, we are compelled to behave in accordance to these rules, even if the id attempts us to do otherwise. And then between these complex parts of us, there's the ego, who is trying to mediate. It represents our rational mind and that seeks to please the id's rights in a way. It doesn't help us, or goes against the superego's goals. However, it also serves as another part of the external world. The ego includes all our decision making, and how we respond to the external stimuli. But for me, this is the one who calls the shots while I trying to balance the needs of the id and the superego and the external world. And they have it, an outdated simplified model of our psyche. This serves as a good introduction though. Thank you. Actually, I think I may have learned. I've heard about something like this before. What do you want to psychology in particular? I'm just interested to see how people look at space. It's also an incredibly diverse subject, and there are so many potential jobs. Just being able to understand people is such a huge factor in many fields. And the skills you learn can come in handy in areas of life, in all areas of life, really. When people hear about psychology, they usually think of psychologists or psychotherapists, but they can also be counselors for communities and organizations, researchers and teachers. You often see them teaming up with other professionals to influence every part of society. Just think about the hospitals, courtrooms, prisons, even schools and universities. They can even become coaches for high performance jobs, where they work in work with CEOs, athletes, and performers of all kinds. Every institution and every business that works with people can profit from the presence of someone who has studied psychology. That's why you also find this kind of knowledge be incredibly helpful, even when you are a manager or in sales, because those jobs require empathy and an understanding of the client's needs. Except in today's world, where you can just make an unfinished game and ship it out. Pretty fun. Understanding people is just something that can come in handy pretty much wherever you go, and that's what psychology is all about. Even in video games, psychology is a factor. Other games are an obvious example, but also tutorials or UI design and how people interact with the game. Psychology and playing to expectations are always going to be a factor. I think I get the idea. And here, I think a lot of people. I think a lot could still be done to improve the image of the field. What do you mean? There's a bit of stigma to admitting that you need help, especially when you're doing fine physically. For them, it's a sign of weakness. So in order to preserve the image, they hide everything away. Locking away those feelings doesn't solve the problem. If anything, they're 100% worse. Is that something you'd like to work with? Me? Honestly, I don't know if I could tackle such a big issue. It's good for me that psychology is such a diverse field, because I'm not quite sure where I'm going with it yet. What else particular job I'd like to have after I'm done with my studies? I see. I think you still have plenty of time to figure that out. Yep. Before I came here to do my summer job, I was interested in a psychotherapist's office for a month ago. I was interning at a psychotherapist's office a month ago. I got to hear about some very interesting and also terrible cases. I thought I wanted to help people with issues like that, but sometimes it's pretty hard not to be affected too much by the stories, so I'm not sure if that's the right job for me. But you're already working with people, right? I don't know. Maybe interning there was a little too close to the sun for me. If you didn't, why would you be the one to hand out flyers? But just like you mentioned earlier, psychology comes in handy with sales and similar jobs where you have to interact with the people. Handing out flyers is pretty similar to that, don't you think? I guess. Seem to be doing well enough with that. You're helping to bring your college and people together, and in this way, you're helping both. It's been a lot of fun too. Well, I got to meet you, and got a glimpse of the portal. Who knows? Maybe one of those people you handle flyers one day turn out to be famous for their work. Well, I think that's a little too idealistic, but I get your point. It doesn't always have to be big problems. There are problems can be solved too. And like what you're eating on the weekend. Yeah. How about you though? What do you mean? Hey, I don't want to pry, but we've been talking all this time, and I thought of, what about me then? Now, then what I do? This is going on forever. Maybe you can't say anything about where you grew up, or what you studied, because it's top secret or whatever. But I'd be lying to say, if I say I wasn't curious. Well, I don't like talking about myself all that much, but I think there's some things that are better left unsaid. I'll see. But if you're curious, I guess it's only fair to share a few things as well. Yeah, it's been fun talking about college. I already got my degrees a while ago. It was interesting to go hunting for jobs with an unusual combination of degrees, but I thought that would open a few doors. Before I got anywhere, our world underwent a few changes that made a lot of jobs obsolete. It's been a rough time since then. Turns out those degrees came in handy after all, because in the end, they enabled me to come here. If I consider all the good and bad that's happened here ever since my arrival, it's been a vacation compared to home, and it looks like the vacation might come to an end very soon. I don't know what's going to happen after that. I can only hope my visit here will have started something that would mean change for our world, but I'm not sure if that's going to happen. I shouldn't be such a downer though. Sorry for bringing it up, but maybe that explains why I don't like talking about it. What's your professional opinion on this? Oh, my professional opinion, as a fire distributor, I'd recommend a generous application of hopes, but that's just me. You look like you could need one. Wait a second. Yeah, sure, go for it. Take a step forward, and I soon found myself being enveloped in a furry and dragon's embrace. With him pulling me close, it felt like a giant furry blanket was all around me, as the hairs tickled my exposed skin. After a few seconds, we parted, and he took a step back again. I hope things will get better for you in the future. I don't think I can do anything to help you with that, though. I know. You prefer the little problems. It's getting dark. I should probably head out. Look, for a cave, or else I'd have to sleep on the streets. What are you talking about? Hey, it seems like all these hostels are already full, despite the vetting process for visitors. Enough people got in to take all available short-term lodging spots in this town. Oh, really? Yep. Despite only a few people knowing your location, or that of the portal, journalists and tourists are flocking to towns to catch a glimpse, or at least find a clue or whereabouts. That leaves me with the options of finding or renting a cave for the night, or sleeping in tents in the streets. I thought I meant sleeping in a cave, but for someone like me, it's usually something for adventures. But for someone like me, it's usually something for an adventurous weekend rather than a way of life. And rocks don't exactly make the best for bedding. Yeah, you're gonna be sleeping here, I guess. Yeah, I said it right. Really? Yeah, there's plenty of room here, and it's kind of my fault that you couldn't find another place anyway. I guess that means you don't share. Yeah, was there suspicions about me being a spider? Not really. You know, I could totally take this little pot away you're sleeping. You're not being a case there. Besides, you won't really find anything special here. Hey, I keep an eye on that copy of the Draconic Zeta. If you got on the shelf there, I might be tempted to snatch it while you're not looking. Like I'd mind. If you need something for your bedtime reading, feel free to help yourself. Oh, I will. Was Kevin, I learned a lot about City Hard Drive. Cool. And my voice, not my voice, my throat hurts so much now. But I have to finish this. And feel the sads. Hope. What hope? Stretch time. Let's go. Stretch time. Sebastian, I hope you don't die, because I didn't get the option to tell you to go away. Yep, and then, yep, the fireworks, and then lower them. Ugh, my voice hurts. Throat, not voice. Your voice can't hurt. Time to go. So if there's some sex monster, I should give it to Lorem. I could give it to Lorem when I meet with him. So this is obviously the difference between good and bad ending. So we're going to save and get the bad ending, and then get the good ending. It's probably not the best time to take it with me. I'll give it to Ipsum some other time. Having gathered my things, I headed out to meet Lorem. After a few minutes of walking, I arrived at a rather empty-looking area near the edge of town. Hey, Lorem. Hey, Horizon. You're alright. Will be much better than mingling with crowds. I can do without all the extra noise and screaming. Yeah. So what are we gonna do now? Wait. Hey, I think it's starting. No. We were quiet as we waited for the stillness of night enveloped us. Soon I heard the sounds of the first rocket making its way into the night sky, after which it exploded into a pattern of colors. More rockets followed, then thunderous noise echoed. Then followed their thunderous noise echoing throughout the land. I think this is kind of the same dialogue, but it's whatever, really. Suddenly terrible is shooting at me, and then yeah, public Reza, and then Sebastian's gonna die because what's going on? I think I know where Reza is. Really? Let me stop him. Me? What do you think I could do? He's twice as big as I am, and let's not forget about his weapon. We try to hold him off. You go get help. Alright. Where is he anyway? The underground building. Let's go. I'm sorry, Sebastian. I wasn't given the choice. Oh, never mind. Huh. Weird. Why am I not just pressing the skip button? Duh. So, okay. So, and then we have another.
Maybe I can.
Suddenly, Maverick and Norm appeared next to me. You're blonde, didn't you, Horizon? Traitor? I don't think you could attack me with such a cheap trick. Just because I thought it'd still a fair Monday within you. It's probably gonna end like the Dines, isn't it? You pulled out the gun, not sure which of us you should be aiming at. Just let me go. I'll forget this if it happened. Got 6 volts and 3 people. What you gonna do? If I'm just gonna die for this. Yada yada yada. He came out of shadows, and it's like, hey, it's me, Dio, and then he turns around and it shoots him. Hey, the fuck are you? Freeze! What's that, freeze? He can't stop all of us, and it's like, okay, fine, and then he shoots him, and it's like, oh no. Very sad. Oh wait, I just realized, right? Wait, no, never mind. Never mind. First thing was to run away, but as Maverick and Lorem started charging, so did I. Razor was quick with his aim and shot Maverick until he went down. Lorem took flight with a few beats with their wings and was about to collide with Razor. At the last moment, Razor got out of the way and hit Lorem with a well-aimed kick. Well, at least he's not dead. In an instant, Razor was aiming at me. I quickly dove behind the box with the generator for cover, just before he pulled the trigger. While I was unarmed, a loud hiss suddenly started emanating from the box. I knew what was going to happen and quickly started running towards the exit. Did you get Lorem? Just as I reached the outside, the explosion battered my ears. The shockwave sent me flying briefly before I collided with the ground. My vision blurred instantly, and all control left my body as I slowly closed my eyes. I looked inside of Reza, aiming his gun at me. What the heck did the portal? What are you talking about? I didn't do anything. And why can't I use it? What happened to the coordinates? The dragons don't know much about the portal, so it must have been you or that girl. Oh yeah, because I guess the coordinates got changed. Weird. You better give me something. But I said I have no reason to you. It was her. Hey, did she? I don't know. I must have sent it to you. After you. That's the only question is why. You're the one who was suddenly banished. Maybe that's why they sent her. I had my plan, and if I was fine with it. You must have told them something, and that changed their minds. I haven't been in contact with them since the day we arrived here. I've got nothing to do with her. I just want a diplomatic solution. That was the fucking plan. You're not supposed to know anything about what I was doing. If Mary knew, why would they send her then? That's what I've been asking myself. It didn't make any sense. It doesn't matter anyway. She's the one who knows how to use the portal again. Now you've cut her, we're both stuck here. Yeah, you got something to do with this. Oh, yes, you wouldn't be so fucking smug about it. No, I just like seeing you fail. Stop denying it. You gotta fix it right now. What? I'll find out ways to make you talk. Nothing you can do or say will change what's coming now. What's that? Turn around. Razor glanced over my shoulder, just in time to see Maverick running towards him. Maverick lived? He turned around, aiming his gun in Maverick's direction. For a good fire, I grabbed his hand and attempted to disarm him. But in the scuffle, a shot went off, and I suddenly found myself in a world of pain. I collapsed on the ground, still holding the gun. Maverick pounced and pinned Razor to the ground with all his weight.
What the fuck are you gonna know, Razor? What you talking about without your weapon, huh?
The voices faded out, and as I watched the sky. My vision turned red, making it look as if the stars were bathing in a sea of blood. I resigned to my fate and closed my eyes. Razor was apprehended and taken to jail. As communication between our worlds was no longer possible, humanity never learned of our fate in this timeline. They had decided that if our visit did not yield any results, they would no longer try their luck with the portal, and instead use their remaining energy to hold on as long as they still could. It was an uphill battle, but that was eventually lost when the city ran out of resources and fell. Razor warned the dragons of the comet and its danger, but without the generators from the underground building, their plan to redirect it ultimately failed. And that's when everyone died. Well, obviously that's not the end. We're gonna go back in time. And probably the next one sphere that's gonna be my pocket is going to save me from dying anyhow, but... Can we go through the credits a bit faster? No. That's a bit sad. So, I guess we're just gonna sit and watch. We've seen Warren's bad ending. Wow. Nope, well, here's this guy, and there's Orm. But you know what time it is? It's time to reset time and, somewhere? Oh, right here. Yep. We're gonna take this sphere. And then, yeah, then this is probably gonna be the same. So, yep. Oh, that's about it on the sphere. Maybe it can actually find its way home. Great. Ooh, would you mind holding onto it though? It doesn't really have a bag. I don't have a bag or anything to put it away right now. That's alright. I just remember to give it to you later. Sure. Man, this will be soon. Oh, never mind. Wait a minute. Give me a sphere. There you go. I watched as the worm took the sphere from my hands and slid their fingers over its interface in a particular way. In a few seconds, they were done, and the sphere was back in my hands. It might not help much, but if something goes wrong, just throw it on. Alright. Where is he anyway? Underground building. Alright, so we made it a bomb. Wait. Okay, so this, I skipped, here, but... This is new dialogue. No? I don't know. Anyway, you know what? I'm not having this conversation with you again. Wait, what are you talking about? Your plan, Reza. I know all about it. Great, it's not wasting my time, and I'm worth this. I'm not here to help you. This is where it ends. What's your problem, Horizon? You're not about to comment, so I can't say here. Just shut up, Reza. I'm not in the mood to talk to you anymore. Aren't you? Because your friend has just arrived. Suddenly, Maverick and Norm appeared next to me. You thought this to you, Horizon. Tereta. Pulled out the gun. Not sure which of us you should be aiming at. Here we go. And then we got 6 people, but also 6 bullets. Don't ask about that. One too many. And then a minute sure it's like, hey, nope. Wait, that's new. Nope. I lied. And then he's like, nope, you gotta shoot me. And he's like, okay. He's dead. But then Maverick, then they charged, and then they got shot. Wait, okay. Oh! One took fight with a few beasts and tried to put out Zeta. But oh, no, never mind, he missed the shot. Okay, I thought he got shot that time. Yeah, so is Norm gonna survive the explosion this time? Because I don't think he did. Oh, yeah. At first, I looked like he was just gonna miss, but then the sphere. Wait, no. This is new. One cut out roughly with the wall and fell to the ground. Remembering Norman's words, I took the sphere and threw it towards Reza as hard as I could. At first, it looked like it was just going to miss, but the sphere adjusted its path and flew straight towards him. Reza aimed at me, but the sphere hit him before he could pull the trigger. He lost his balance and stumbled backwards before he fell onto the ground. As he got up, I saw the barrel of his gun was now bent out of its shape. When he realized this, he bolted towards the exit. I tried to stop him, but he hit me in the face with the gun's blunt end and ran past me. It took a few seconds until I composed myself and ran after him. As I went up the hill, I saw that Reza was already taking his place while the portal did its starting routine. I ran up to the console and entered a few commands. Reza turned around and saw me. What are you doing? I hear wings. Reza walked off the platform, but I quickly ran around the console and threw my weight against him, just in time for the portal to start teleporting us. Oh. Norm lived to tell the police what had transpired in the underground building. The conversation they had overheard was enough for the Dragons to find out about the helmet boat, and with help of the police's portal's power source, they were able to divert it. As either humanity or the Dragons knew where Reza and I ended up, our visit was considered a failure. Humanity had decided that if our visit did not yield any results, they would no longer try their luck with the portal. The Dragons' life went on as usual, but for our city, the outcome meant they had to continue to fight on their own. It's a battle that they lost. So how is this any better? This does not seem like a good end. Is there like medium ends? I've never heard of a medium end, because this does not seem like a good ending. But he reappeared on the other side and collapsed to the ground. It was the day of my arrival in the Dragon's world, just as I had planned. What the fuck is going on here? Oh, look at the cat dragged in. He's supposed to be dead. Am I now? You're right. The other day is not today. She held up Reza's head and punched him. His body instantly went limp as he fell unconscious. Good job, Horizon. Oh, is that yours? She pointed at the object on the ground behind him. When I turned around, I realized it was the X-Mon sphere. Whatever setting the alarm activated had apparently prompted it to follow us, even through the portal. Ah, exactly. You better hold it to goddess. Those things so expensive. chucked over the razors, lower half, and started lifting him by the legs. Come and help me with this. You're going long enough ahead of us. You've seen Norm's good ending. And the plot thickens. I have absolutely no idea what's going on with the plot, but you know, interesting. I really hate the image I picked for him, because this is just super unsettling with the sun and all. But yeah, that's what do it for this episode. This is probably going to be split into 2 parts, because I've been recording for the past 2 hours. I guess most of it will be cut out. I don't know, it just kind of depends on the length of the video. So yeah, see y'all next time.